Well, what's the news? Is everything okay, Zamira?
I guess everything is fine. Technically. It's just something I need to tell you in private. The villagers will have enough on their plates tonight.
So it's something that affects them too?
More than that, actually. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm sure Valenorth will be resettled in the future.
I'm glad you think so, Zamira. I was starting to worry about everything. It seems like Milas has everything under control.
Yeah, about that, this is where it gets a little awkward. You see, he didn't really tell you everything.
What? Really?
This is starting to get pretty overwhelming. He seemed pretty open. What was he hiding? I don't think I can handle another revelation.
It was probably too embarrassing for him to admit, but he doesn't really want to lead Valenorth anymore. He told me when he gets to Mazeo, he's staying for good.
That can't be true.
He was doing such a good job.
He was, but I understand where he's coming from. It's possible to be good at something you don't enjoy. He deserves a fresh start, a pursuit of his own choosing.
I guess so. Then what about resettling Valenorth? Who'd be in charge when that happens?
People would migrate back too slowly. We'd be in no shape to hold a formal election. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means
Bingo.
the seer.
Does somebody want to fill me in?
Matters of Valenorth's future. With no elder, they're under the jurisdiction of the seer. Believe it or not, he gets to choose the next leader.
A contingency plan for special cases like this. The only condition is that you can't choose yourself. Your duty and role in Valenorth is already well established. Take your time, evaluate the candidates, and think about it. Again, it's not really bad news, it's just another change.
There's really nothing to think about, though. Choose me, then I won't be the third wheel anymore. We can be a trio and work together all the time.
Hey now, let's not jump to conclusions. I think I'd be a fine candidate for elder. Fortum was trained to fill the gap I'd leave.
Oh my, I should have expected this. Sorry to put you in an awkward situation.
It's only awkward if Valessa makes it awkward.
Whatever.
Look! This might not be relevant for years to come. There's no need to argue about this. Stay focused. We have a really important job on our hands, you know? None of you know where Peregrino is, right? If I start walking without you, you'll get lost. I'll give you a few minutes, but I'm on a schedule. Good. That's what I thought. Take a few moments to talk amongst yourselves. But when you're ready to go, we need to move as fast as we can.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, of course I do. If I become elder, then Fortum can take over as your scribe. It seems like the logical course of action, doesn't it? We need to figure out how to save Valenorth. After the attack, we can rebuild from the ashes. But I also want to solve our problem with the spirits. Once we restore our connection, we'll be fine. After that, it's just a matter of what we do with our nation. I'm not really a fan of what Milas and his father did. Well, they sacrificed Valenor's independence. That was the one thing that set us apart, made us unique. If we lose that, we lose Valenor's very soul. I want to keep our line of seers going. We can't lose our heritage. I'd ensure that we remain nonpartisan, just like always. Look at all the trouble these alliances have given us. Strength doesn't come from numbers, though. It comes with the ability to be ourselves, to express what's inside. Without our independence, we're no different from anyone else. Our line of seers would lose meaning. Our forests would be cut down. After a few decades, we'd be no different from Mazeo. We can't lose this beauty. I'll fight to keep it safe. I don't know, but if it's possible, I'll do it. I'll look for reading material when we get to Mazeo. Or if we ever find ourselves in Baltus, there's the Grand Library. Remember, that power still exists within you. After we defeat the Triumvirate, it won't just vanish. There must be a way to put it back into the Spirit Idol. We definitely will. We can't just let Valinor die. Even if it takes the rest of my life, I'll keep searching. I just hope that you'll stay with me along the way.
Hey. Wait, is this like a job interview or something? I've never been very good at selling myself. First and foremost, though, I'd reconnect with the spirits. That way, Valinor wouldn't freeze over. A lot of people forget it's the spirits that keep us warm. After that, I guess I'd focus on what to do with the people. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. But we're about to go on a huge journey. I'll make sure to pay attention along the way. If the connection can be taken away, it can be given back. There's nothing that says this is a one-way street. So take care of that power until we can put it back. That's the spirit! Saving Alestia comes first, but Valinor is still important. There has to be a way to do both at the same time, you know?
Hey Zamira, what's work like?
It's a lot less exciting than you'd think. They advertise it as a position of power, busting smugglers and protecting Valinor.
And it's not like that.
No, not at all. I spend most of my days standing around. Crime in Valinor is almost non-existent.
Because the spirits have blessed us, right?
I guess that's one popular theory. But to be honest, I don't buy it. Spirits can't change our nature.
Nature?
Deep down inside, we're all evil. Some of us just manage it better than others. We all have our impulses. It's about controlling them.
What an odd outlook.
Hey, don't deny your impulses, Valessa. If you had to steal to get by, you'd do it. Valinor is just special. Resources are everywhere. Mazeo has been almost completely deforested. You can't just go into the forest and find food. There's not enough natural running water either.
See, I didn't know that.
I don't blame you. Everyone in Valinor is happy. Nobody is scraping by, you know? Imagine if food was scarce. There'd be a lot more people breaking the law. Stealing it, hurting others for it, you name it.
How do you know about all of this?
I've been to Mazeo a couple of times. Trust me, the guards there have it much harder. They don't even know if they'll survive their shifts.
Oh. Wow.
So when I say the post here in Valinor is boring, I'm not really complaining, to be honest. I'd much prefer boring work to, you know, dying.
Hey, Zamira, about those antlers.
What about them?
You ever, hit them on a doorway? I mean, you can't be fully aware of them all the time. Yo, have you ever accidentally hit someone else with them?
I'm about to.
Whoa, okay, backing off. I was just curious. I've always wondered. How do you put a shirt on each morning?
What do you mean?
Well, you can't really slip clothes over your head. Those things would tear through any fabric.
I don't really have anything that slips over my head. I only wear things I can put my arms inside of first. You know, like button-ups or vests.
Right. I guess that makes sense. Sorry for annoying you. Please don't hit me.
Of course, I'll do my best for Tem, but I'm not responsible for any accidents.
Digging tunnels underneath their own church. I guess it makes sense. Nobody really comes here. Museo isn't exactly known for its pious people.
Easy to get away with. Though I have to say, it's pretty ironic, the rebellion settling in the Triumvirate's church.
A bit poetic, isn't it? Maybe after this we can settle in their castle.
One step at a time. Let's not get carried away. I'll write them and let them know what we found. After all these years, I'm not sure how to feel.
Relieved, with a side of being terrified. At least that's how I feel about all of this. Finding another spirit idol. This changes everything.
I always assumed that was the idol, at the altar. It was always so dim. We just thought that it was dying, but it was receiving power from something deep underground. It's nice to know that the theories were correct. The search was starting to feel like a lost cause.
The only lost cause is their pursuit of conquest. Let them know what you found. Let's get things started.
What are you planning, Damek?
I'll let you know tomorrow if everything goes well. I have to prepare for the arrival of our special guest, but trust me, I've put a lot of thought into this plan.
You've earned my trust.
It won't be long until the Triumvirate sends their forces. If I'm lucky, they might even come to see it for themselves. Right now, they're busy with Valinor. But by the time they reroute, my army will be in place. When they set foot underground, we'll kill them all. Sophie, explain yourself immediately. You told me to wait in the castle atrium. If I did that, you would have left without me.
Oh, did I really say that? I'm sorry. I must have gotten carried away with our prisoner. How did your meeting with the Triumvirate go, Halem?
They refused to tell me these secrets. Something about my loyalty not being strong enough.
Well, look at it this way, Halem. The mission we're going on is very important. No better way to prove your loyalty to the cause.
I guess you're right. But I don't like being left in the dark.
Then you'll get along great with Shane. He's been pestering me with questions all day.
I don't fraternize with prisoners.
Whatever you say.
You know, we have a long boat ride ahead of us. Might not be a bad time to start fraternizing.
Did I stutter, Shane? Leave me be.
Oh, you think you're better than me, right? Well, here's some food for thought, apprentice. You're more a prisoner to the Triumvirate than I am.
What did you just say?
Neither of us will know true freedom. We're nothing but a means to an end. They'll kill you the moment you disobey. We have no choice but to follow orders. The difference is, you do this willingly. I have no idea why. You seem smart to me.
This is amazing. I can't believe something like this was so close.
And look at the spirit idol! That's so cool! Even if it's not lit up, it's still beautiful.
Milas said it went dark when the seer was born. I can't believe all that energy is inside of you.
Hey! Race you to the idol, Valessa!
Hey, that's not fair!
What? No fair! How did you beat me?
Even with a head start, you're no match for me. Time to throw in the towel. Stick to climbing trees.
Oh? So you want to have a climbing race?
I'll pass, thanks.
Wait, why?
A smart person doesn't pick a battle they know they'll lose. I'm surprised you challenged me, Fortum. You know how fast I am.
Are you calling me stupid?
No, I'd never do that. Anyway, isn't the spirit idol beautiful?
That's putting it lightly. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. When it's lit up, it must be incredible.
Yeah, I'd pay almost any price to see that. But don't worry, Fortum. I'm sure there's something we can do. If we all work together, we can make that idol shine again.
Well, looks like we're finally here. It wasn't that bad, was it?
Not as bad as I thought it'd be.
My legs are a little sore, but I'll manage. I know we're far from home, but this still feels like Valinor. I guess maybe I expected something a little different.
Just wait until you see the outlook, Valessa.
The outlook?
You can almost see the entirety of Alestia. As soon as there's no trees in the way, you'll be amazed. It's easy to forget we're on top of the highest mountains.
So we're not surrounded by trees the entire way to Mazeo?
Absolutely not. Even aside from the deforesting, trees are scarce. It makes for a beautiful view. I'm sure you'll love it.
Right. I guess you're in your own schedule now. You only had to bring us to Peregrino.
I'm not about to ditch you, though. Now head inside. Feel free to follow along. It won't be too hard to find Pro. Trust me.
Well, I guess this is it. As soon as we meet with Pro, we're off to Mazeo.
Wait, did you say pro?
What? Who's there?
Well, what do you know? It's you. Kind of makes my job a whole lot easier.
Wait, you know us?
Just the seer.
Then you must be.
Ulrich! From the vision!
Excuse me?
Yeah, you were in the vision that the seer had last night.
Huh. Haven't even met, and I'm already in your dreams. That has to be some kind of new personal record.
He said you died, Ulrich. Something about a man named Sovi?
You sure are good at first impressions, little one.
I'm not little!
Is he telling the truth, seer? How exciting.
You'll have to tell me more once we grab Pro. After that, we're going to evacuate Valinor.
Actually, Miles is taking care of that. The village is gathering for a celebration tonight. The perfect time to group up and escape, right?
Really? I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Either way, Pro and I will take you to Damek. I'm glad to hear this vision of yours won't come to pass. Shall we get things started? Unless you want to talk more, I'm up for that too.
Whenever you're ready, Seer. Seems like we have a lot ahead of us.
Hey. Absolutely. I'd recognize that thing anywhere. I'm surprised you have it out in the open like that. We went through such great lengths to hide it. About the Blade of Exodus? It's extraordinary. I have no idea where it came from or the full range of its power. It can repurpose life into an energy that serves the wielder. That gear at the base can spin, which should be impossible. It's almost like some parts of the blade exist in a different world. I'm starting to think that's the case. Where else would it store all that power?
Wow, Ulrich, it's so big!
Yeah, I get compliments on it all the time.
Can I touch it?
Of course you can. Just be gentle, though.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought!
You might want to use both hands. And tighten your grip a little bit.
Like this?
A little bit lower.
Oh, sure. How about now?
There you go, that's more like it. Now, swing that sword with all your might.
Yeah!
Whoa! Watch what you're doing! You could have killed me, kid!
I'm so sorry. I've never used a great sword before.
I feel like we should keep it that way.
Why did the Honor Guard do all of this? They single-handedly sheltered and armed our forces.
Damek, sir. Everything is going according to plan. Our forces have started to relocate.
Ha! Perfect timing, Vance. I just received the deed from Grizz. It took some convincing, but I did it.
Wait, you didn't already have the deed? Why were we moving everybody down here?
Oops, you didn't hear anything, all right. Besides, I knew I could win him over. This was just a bit of a head start. And cut the formalities, call me Damek. We've been through enough. This isn't about rank. I think of us all as a family, not an army.
Of course, Damek. I'm amazed at our new HQ, to be honest. How did you secure all of this stuff?
It wasn't me, Vance. The Honor Guard was planning a long stay. They're responsible for everything you see.
You mean those things? Why would they build stuff they have no use for? They can't really fight, and they have no need for sleep.
They must have known someone would use it. Either way, the Triumvirate doesn't know about this. Their own Honor Guard is defying orders, it would seem.
So there's discord among them? Never thought we'd live to see that.
Yeah, but it also proves the Triumvirate isn't all-knowing. There's no way they'd let this happen if they were. They're just like us. We can take them down. That is, if we're strong enough.
It's a spar you want?
Just need to make sure you haven't gotten sloppy. As soon as the Triumvirate finds out, a fight is coming.
Don't worry, Damek. I'm ready.
Absolutely not! There's no way! Take that letter back to Damek in pieces. I'm not giving up my beloved Peregrino, Pro.
Aaron, you don't want to test me. This is for the good of Alestia. Don't be selfish. He wouldn't act outside of our best interests. If you don't agree, he'll cut your funding. You wouldn't be able to keep up. You'd go out of business. This isn't exactly the best place for a watering hole, you know?
I'll make do. I have to. This place is my home.
We're not asking you to move. You just have to let Damek do what he wants.
You mean turn this place into a barracks? It's been serving the rebellion just fine as it is. A neutral meeting ground. That's what you all wanted.
Well, now we want something different. Valinor needs a line of defense in the future. An army placed here could keep the entire village safe. You know Valinor will be resettled in the future. Do you want them to sit there, ready for slaughtering? Look me in the eye and tell me your tavern is worth those lives.
I don't know. There must be a way to make this work.
We don't have the time to spare. We're about to go to war, if you didn't know. Decisions like this need to be made.
But...
Hey, Seer, give us your input. Without an elder, you're in charge of Erin. This place still falls under Valinor's jurisdiction. Or do you not know the secret of Peregrino? Back when your elder formed a treaty with Mazeo, it's not like they trusted each other immediately. Both sides were scared of walking into a trap. So what was the best thing to do? Meet each other halfway. That's right. This place was built for secret rebellion meetings. But things are changing. Valinor deserves an army to protect it.
Don't tell me you're considering this, Seer.
Think about it logically for a second. If this was a barracks, Valinor would be safe. We'd fight off the Triumvirate forces for you. It may be too late now, but we can plan for the future. Damek is requesting this of Erin, but you can order it. He'll be expecting answers as soon as we arrive in Mazeo.
He has a point, Seer. Technically, you're in charge of the entire nation. And if it sounds like I'm putting pressure on you, I am. We have a lot to do. We can't waste time over stupid fights. Help them resolve this so we can talk about important stuff.
There's no reason to turn this into a barracks, though. If you win this war, Alestia will be safe and peaceful. Damek is being hasty. He's not thinking straight. Seer, I beg of you, don't take my home away from me.
Look, I already told you to hurry up. There's no downside to placing an army here. Aaron is just being whiny and resistant to change. You have the chance to prove yourself as a capable leader. Don't cave under his demands and give him what he wants. An effective leader does what's best for everybody. Think about Alestia when you make a choice, not Aaron. And that advice will help you every time you need to make a decision. Catering to individual people is a great way to garner hate.
Whoa. You actually want my input on this? I guess it is my duty to assist you, but I'm surprised. I'm only supposed to guide you when it comes to visions. If I had to choose, I'd keep this place the way it is. After the war, Valinor and the rest of the world will be safe. Why would we train an army after we've taken down the Triumvirate? If I were the Elder, I'd commit myself to maintaining our independence. That means living outside of conflict like we've been doing for millennia. Siding with the rebellion and putting an army here will tie us to future wars. Until today, even you were raised in an independent Valinor. I can understand a temporary alliance, but we should go back to normal. I honestly think it's kind of an insulting idea. We can take care of ourselves.
Are you serious? Come on! You can't just leave your village defenseless.
Now, Pro, you're the one that brought him into this. We need to take his word as law. That's how it works. Thank you so much, Seer. This calls for a celebration.
Just met, and you're already a thorn in my side. Oh well, I just hope you don't come to regret that choice. If you don't, then expect future generations to hate you. Oh well, I guess I should look on the bright side of things. At least they can have a drink while their village burns down again. Ulrich,
Pro?
I thought you might find yourself here. Damek must know about the new plans then.
He assumed you were slacking off. Now that I'm here, I guess it's half true.
Don't worry, I had it planned all along. You can doubt me, but everything worked out. Here we are, all together and ready to plan.
I need to get all of you back to Damek as fast as possible. We need to make some moves and plan our final attack. You'll be training under a pretty strict regimen. Damek wants you to master that blade as fast as you can. If you aren't already aware, a new spirit idol was found in Mazael. Damek thinks we can use you and that blade to tap into its power. He thinks it will give us more of a chance to win this war.
Wait, a new spirit idol? I didn't know that could happen. I thought we had all of them mapped out for a long time.
I'll assume your studying abilities are limited in Valinor, but the occupation was just a cover for the Triumvirate's true goal. They were looking for this spirit idol, so they could destroy it.
Whoa, hold on. Why would they want to do that?
We don't know, but that's why Damek wants it first. There's a possibility that it poses a threat to their reign. Legend has it they destroyed Alarinthia's idol as well.
Wait, Alarinthia's idol was destroyed?
It was so long ago that they almost never had one. That's why it turned into the arid wasteland it's become. Kind of like how Valinor will freeze over, potentially.
So So, Damek wants to use this new spirit idol for power. Isn't that risky? Does he even know what will happen?
Nope. This has never been done before. Unless, of course, we're talking about your friend here.
You mean he wants to use the power on people?
As far as I know, yeah. It could give our army just the push it needs. There's even a chance it could turn them into seers.
An army of seers. Do you realize how crazy that sounds? I can't believe Damek would want to do that.
Hey, I'm just theorizing. We have no idea what will actually happen. We just know one thing. The Triumvirate wants it destroyed.
And that means they don't want anyone else to have it. So there must be something we can use it for, right? We think that this is part of your destiny, Seer.
It's not a coincidence that all of this happened at once. We find the idol just as you realize your potential. Perhaps it's that potential we need to be using.
Basically, it's gonna happen like this. We'll get to Mazeo, and Damek will start your training. When you feel comfortable enough, we'll bring you to the idol. You'll use your power to tap into it and empower our army. Then, you'll help Damek lead our final assault on Balteus. We'll take down the Triumvirate in their own home.
Wow.
He really has it all planned out, huh?
Yeah, smooth sailing once we get to Mazeo. But I think it would be too dangerous to leave right now. It's almost nighttime. We should rest and leave in the morning.
I agree. I made good time on my journey over here. We'll still be on schedule even if we stop to rest. Spirits know I need it after the long trek I just took.
Resting does sound pretty good right now. It's been such a hectic day. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it'll give us time to discuss other matters. I'm down to rest, Ulrich. Just point us in the right direction.
Not so fast. Let's hang out for a bit first. It's still early enough that we can have plenty of fun. Go look around. I won't be too far behind, all right?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. Seer, when you're ready, take any room you want. We'll head to the Outlook at dawn and journey down to Mazeo.
Look, I'm sure you're processing a lot all at once, but you're not alone. We're about to go to war. I'm overwhelmed too, and so is Ulrich. He might not show it, but I'm sure he's scared. There's never been a battle like this before. All we can do is play with the hand we've been dealt. I'll see you around, all right? Watching everybody drink is making me thirsty. If you miss me, you'll know where to find me.
Master, are you okay?
Of course.
There it is again, that dismissive tone. I can tell when something is wrong, you know. There's no need to lie. I'm your apprentice.
It's nothing, Halen.
I think it has to do with what happened earlier. The Triumvirate told you something, didn't they? You're not taking it well. I could tell the entire time.
Very perceptive. Leave me alone.
Sophie, you're acting like a child. Please tell me. I want to help you, Sophie. I stand by your side no matter what.
Are you sure about that, Halen?
Of course. You don't have to tell me what they said, Sophie, but at least tell me what you're feeling.
They told me something I wasn't ready to hear. I'm sorry I forgot about you, and I'm sorry for being cross. My thoughts are muddled, Halen, and I'm confused.
How do you plan to deal with that?
For the first time in a while, I don't know. My purpose was always clear, my resolve unwavering. I'm starting to feel like my previous master, before my promotion.
You never did tell me what happened to him.
No, I didn't.
Very well. At least tell me about this purpose of yours. I fight to ensure the reign of the Triumvirate, our gods.
A very clear purpose, and noble to some. For me, things have always been a bit different. I fight to ensure the reign of Alestia's true rulers.
Then what's the issue, Master? It would seem that we share the same purpose.
Normally, I would agree with you. But now, I'm not so sure.
No, Alex, you have it all wrong. I only want you to pretend that you're helping the Triumvirate. When the time comes, you'll turn on them and help Damek instead.
You know Nada will never let this happen, right?
I don't care what she thinks. I'm asking you. I have no doubt in my mind. A battle is coming to Mazeo. The Triumvirate will send their forces here for that new idol. I don't know what they want with it, but we need to strike immediately. You'll meet them at the docks and tell them you've been hired to assist. As soon as you get the chance, you'll sabotage the ships and kill them all. That is, except for one ship. Damek will need one to launch his attack on Balteus.
Alright, I'll humor you for a moment. Even if I play along and your rebellion comes to rule Alestia, they'll lift the trade bans, effectively ruining piracy for good. Why should I fight to kill my own profession?
There are much better things to do in this world, Alex. I could pay you with anything you wanted, or any job you wanted. Just name it, and I'll make it happen. These are dire times, you know.
I doubt this offer extends to the rest of our crew. I'd love a reward and a new job, but not if it screws them over. They'll be doing the bulk of the fighting, not me or Nada. That is, if I can even convince them to do this. One of our core tenets is that we don't take sides.
Even when the victor is clear?
Even so, during the occupation, we fought for our own survival. Both the Triumvirate and the citizens of Mazeo attacked us. We worked for decades to unite the pirates into what they are today. Doing this will split them apart again. You'll make an enemy out of Nada. She's pretty much the leader, and her influence is immeasurable.
I'm well aware of that, and I've taken it into consideration. A divide in your numbers will still give me the right amount of men. You can show the rest of the pirates they're on the wrong side of this. Any divide that comes, I'm sure we can mend it. Besides, Damek hasn't said he's going to harm piracy. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal, Alex.
No matter what the deal is, you can't win over everybody. As soon as the Triumvirate falls, you'll have another war lined up. Hell, they might even join the White Cloaks out of spite.
I'm willing to take the risk, but I'll do my best to make sure they're satisfied. There will be a place for everyone in our new Alestia. The pirates are in a great position to make demands. As the mayor of Mazeo, I can give you anything you want. There's no way Nada could turn an offer like that down.
Very well. Let's talk terms.
Hey. I joined shortly after the occupation. The previous leader recruited me. It seems that children with revenge on their minds was in both high demand and supply. I grew up with Damek and a bunch of other kids our age. They trained us all in war. Ulrich joined a little bit later. He's older and was already trained. As you could have guessed, I lost my family during the occupation. A common tale as of late. But we're finally ready to take on the Triumvirate. We'll take back the future they stole. He's a really nice guy, and we've shared a lot of the same struggles. There's no one else I'd rather march into battle with. I mean it. His tactics, his strategy, it's really something else. Watching him on the war table is nothing short of an honor. I can't wait to get an interview with the guy. His story needs to be told. After this all blows over, I'm sure he'll go down in history as a hero. Yeah, and the transition between leaders was pretty seamless. He was close to our previous leader, so he picked up on a lot of stuff. It's almost like he was being trained from the start to take over. Oh, hey Zamira. It's good to see you again. I was starting to worry you might...
Oh, come on now. There's no need to worry about me. I'd worry about Valenorth. There's no more gate guard.
Oh yeah, I guess that was your job. I'm glad to see that you got everything done. Did you, happen to touch that sword by any chance?
Absolutely not. I kept it under wraps the entire time. We put it in the grand tree for safekeeping.
Whew, good idea. I'm just really curious. Damek was able to use it, however briefly. And not only that, but he had a vision too.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Didn't you guys find a new spirit idol in Mazael?
Yeah, I think he wants to harness it for power. I didn't stop to ask, but it's all he talks about now.
Well, isn't it inside your new HQ?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Didn't Damek frequent those underground tunnels? Maybe he was exposed to some level of spiritual energy. At least, enough to let him have a vision or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's a possibility. At least give me that much. That blade challenges all of our understandings.
All right, your theory has merit. It's really odd, but it makes sense. Can you even imagine if it was true?
Maybe that's why Damek wants to harness its power. Giving regular people visions? He'd have an army of seers. There's no way the Triumvirate could fight against that.
Whoa. Hey, how'd you learn about this stuff anyway?
I overheard a few things, that's all. No one is leaking intel or anything.
Good. We can't have any moles. The rebellion, as it is, currently hangs on threads. It's only thanks to that anomalous blade that we stand a chance.
Hey, you were working with the seer?
Yeah, something like that. It lasted all a couple hours.
What do you think about him?
I honestly have no idea. It's hard to believe that our fate rests upon one person. I don't think I could put my faith in somebody that way.
Why not?
It's a big gamble, isn't it? Too risky.
Yeah, but faith is all about risk. You believe in spite of overwhelming odds. You fight, even when everything tells you to stop. You don't have to agree, but it's true. Without faith, the rebellion wouldn't even be here. Alessia would remain under the Triumvirate's grasp forever.
You have a point, Ulrich. It's impressive that you've come this far.
And we still have a long way to go. But we won't get there if people don't believe. Have a little faith in us. All right, Zamira?
Well, I can't say no to that. Just don't let me down, alright? When we make it through this, I'm buying drinks.
Oh, you mean you aren't buying right now? And here I was, buttering you up for nothing.
Zamira, can I talk to you for a second?
Of course. What's up, Aaron?
I want to thank the seer for what he's done. Defying Damek's orders and letting me keep Peregrino. They deserve something. But I don't know what to do. I was thinking of offering him a permanent room. You know, to stay here whenever he wants. Should I offer unlimited drinks as well? Zamira, are you paying attention?
Does this offer of free drinks extend to his comrades?
I suppose it would.
All right, I'm sold. Here, I'll take you to see him right away. I'm so thirsty. This is gonna be amazing!
Zamira, whoa! Let go! I want a gift for them, not you.
Don't worry, he'll love it. Everybody, Aaron is giving us free drinks! Come over here! Let's celebrate for Peregrino!
Oh no. Is he serious right now? There's no way I have enough for everybody.
Yeah, you heard right! Free!
Good, because we might be here for a while. Fortum and I have been talking all evening. There's something we need to discuss. Now.
Yeah, we both came to the same conclusion. This isn't an order. It's more of a polite demand. Seer, you need to choose the next Elder of Valenorth.
You have a lot on your plate. You can't handle everything responsibly. Valenor's future requires nothing but the utmost care and attention. We can't expect you to lead Valenorth and train with that blade.
It's exactly like she said. Listen, I know this may seem sudden to you, but we've been talking about it for a while now. We wouldn't feel comfortable leaving Peregrino without a new elder. Someone needs to plot Valenor's future and make choices along the way. Considering you'll be busy with the rebellion, we want you to elect one of us.
Let us carry this burden, Seer. Please.
Did we say something wrong? Look, he has no idea what to say.
And I thought we made our case pretty clear. Look, we're the best two candidates here. You should make your choice before the night is over.
We can talk about it a little more if you'd like. It'd be best if this wasn't a hasty choice, right? Let's think things through, like a team.
There goes that rest we wanted to have. Looks like I'll have to get comfortable. So, what do we talk about? Like we said, ruling Valenorth requires a lot of attention. Quite frankly, we don't think you have enough to spare. With the rebellion and that blade in the mix, at least.
We just want to help you. For example, that choice about Peregrino, you could have left it to us instead of stressing out about it. Doesn't it make more sense to do that in the future? That way, it won't interfere with your training. You need to give that blade all of your effort.
Yeah, and we really are the best two candidates. There's no need to worry about making the wrong choice here. I'm sure that both of us will lead Valinor to a great future.
But first things first, we need to reconnect with the spirits. There's no point settling down on condemned land. We'll have to ensure our future before we plan it out.
Yeah, he's right. Anything else?
Well, I'm actually a fan of what Milas and his father have done. Valinor has spent more than enough time being independent. We need to band together. We'll be strong enough to face any threat. Valessa wants to maintain our independence. We can't have that. How long until we're attacked again? The Triumvirate isn't our last enemy, and when that time comes, I want to have allies. We need to be strong. To that end, I would have converted Peregrino into a barracks. I know you didn't, and I'm going to honor your choice. I'll be proud to lead Valinor just as you left it. Is that all?
Because Milas and his father have given up Valinor's soul. We need to stand apart. Our culture, our line of seers, they're special. Valinor was and always should be independent. It's just fact. Whatever comes our way, we can handle it on our own. That's the way it's been for thousands and thousands of years. This is only happening because we stoked the Triumvirate's ire. That won't happen again. And Fortum can't see that. He wants to unite with the rest of Alestia and give up our identity. Why waste all of our resources preparing for something that won't happen? I think you understand where I'm coming from. Otherwise, you would have turned this place into a barracks. It's important to our identity. We can't just throw it away. Any other questions?
Well, what is it?
Please think this through. Yes! I knew we were on the same page. I can't thank you enough for this, really. I was so scared we'd lose Valinor. Hey, Fortum even gets a promotion too. As your scribe, he can fill the gap I'm leaving. Oh, man, my head is so full of ideas right now. I'll have to discuss things with Damek more in depth. Oh, this is so cool. When we meet him, it'll be a meeting of nations. Since I'm our envoy, I'll work on sounding as professional as I can. So, Damek, it's a pleasure to meet you. No, wait, that sounds stupid. Sir Damek?
Hey, Valessa, calm down for a second. This means I get to replace you as the scribe? You'll have to give me some last-minute training, you know.
Oh, right. I guess you are a little rusty. No worries. I'll take good care of you. Things will go swimmingly. Trust me. And I just want to thank you even more, Seer. You decided to keep Peregrino the way it is. I'm grateful. That's a huge step towards our continued independence.
Well, it seems like we have our work cut out for us. I'm a little upset that you didn't pick me, but I'll get over it. At the end of the day, I'm not just tagging along anymore. The position of Elder has only been open for a day, but I've been training to become a scribe for my entire life. Maybe, in this case, things worked out for the best. You coming, Valessa?
Oh, sure. Just give me a few more minutes. I have a few more things to talk about.
Fair enough. Good night.
For once, the future doesn't seem so uncertain. I'm sure I'll be put in a lot of complicated situations, Seer. Your wisdom is just as important to Valinor's future as I am. Remember how you went to Milos today, instead of telling me? If your visions involve my leadership, or Valinor's safety, please come to me. Otherwise, I'll train Fortum to take good care of you. He's in good hands.
Stop! It's almost instinctual now. Interesting. Sorry for not being here right away. I didn't know you'd come so fast. That means things have slowed down on your end. I see. So you remain pure, even now. Interesting. I expected to see the seeds of corruption within you. Is it possible you know? No, that can't be right. There is no way to discern the consequences of your actions. You act instinctively, much like before. You do what you think is right. But what is right, and what is pure? Well, those are two different things. You know who I am, or at least, what I belong to. I speak not for the Triumvirate, but of my own accord. Not that this would go against the wishes of my subordinates. That power within you is a truly wonderful thing. So much strength, gifted to you by the realm of spirits. But you have to ask yourself, is it truly a gift? Do you act in Alestia's best interests, or in the Spirit's? Until now, everyone in Valinor assumed the two aligned. But things are changing. They're starting to make a push. What purpose is your journey if it ends in complete corruption? Keep that in mind as you stride forward, and make those tough choices. Many of them breed corruption. The pursuit of strength, for example. Before you go, I did call you here for one purpose. It's beautiful, isn't it? There's never been a more pure form of corruption. You seek to dethrone us. Isn't that your goal? In that case, remember one thing. The only thing that can destroy pure corruption is purity itself, embodied.